Pioneer Arena, where Tusculum improves to 2-0 with an 88-77 victory over at Clayton State this afternoon, joined by Tusculum coach J.T. Burton. And coach, got off to a quick start, got to a big lead at halftime, and then they made a run. You guys pulled away again. They made another run late. How do you feel coming out of this one?
Coming out of this, I'm very happy to go 2-0. Jim, is one of the things that, last year we went 0-2 in this thing right here. So to go 2-0 is huge for us. It's huge for us coming down the stretch, especially late, because last year I felt like us get that at-large bid in the NCAA tournament. These two games cost us, but the fact that we was able to take care of business was huge. You talk about the run that they made, especially late. We had I guess our quote-unquote second unit in there, and I wasn't going to take them out because, we're going to prove it. If we're a deep team like we say we are, we had to stop that run and withstand that run and make our own run, and that's what we done.
Coming off the bench, again, we talked about it yesterday about the bench guys contributing, and a guy that I thought contributed on the offensive end, a guy who impressed me was DJ Sinkler. The thing that impressed me about him, he seems like he is fearless when he goes to the hoop, that he drives, he's aggressive, he gets to the free throw line. I know he's a project for you. I know you've kind of taken him under your wing a little bit, try and make him a better ball player. Where's his progress been since the start of camp?
It's just mentally, because, DJ was so used. He was a top 30 JUCO player. He was an All-American, JUCO All-American. He's a really good player. It's just that he's got to learn to play within the system. And before, he wouldn't have came out mentally tough, ready to go. You know what I mean? The guys did a really good job of kind of cultivating. He's like, look, you're going to be okay, you're going to be okay. And then I have to show some trust in that kid, too. And he did a really good job because he's a ball-dominant guard who can really get to the rim, who can really score it. But I always try to teach him to think pass first, second, and third, and score fourth. And tonight I thought he did that. But one-on-one, he's one of the best in the country. But he did a really good job of getting to the free throws, making the shots, and then making something. He hit a big three as well.
Forced 17 turnovers in the first half, and for the game scored 32 points off of their turnovers. What was the key to getting them to turn the ball over and come up with some steals the way they did?
Well, we knew they was going to try to drive our zone. That's what everybody tries to do is, is trying to drive our zone. And the one thing we did with the help side was really, really good. And, we preach don't get driven and don't get split on our zone. And I thought we did a really good job of getting the hands in the pass lane and being in the spot for them not to make, shots. And we've gotten way better. Trust me, Jim, if you see us running transition in practice, we turn it over 9 times out of 10. For the last 2 days, for us to execute in transition like we have, especially Jalen Crowder, that's where we kind of stretched it out, especially in the first half, was huge. And it's a testament to my assistants as well. They tell me to stay patient with them, and we did a really good job of doing that.
Guys who are kind of role players can kind of see their roles increase by making dirty plays in the sense of greasy plays, where and Jacob Hobbs made one. He kept an offensive rebound alive that led to a basket, and Mekhi Olden missed a dunk, came down at the other end, didn't hang his head, knocked the ball out of bounds on a fast break. Is that the kind of stuff that's got to tickle you?
I'm glad that you brought it up, because I put on the board before every game, how else are you impacting the game if you're not scoring? And Hobbs getting that offensive rebound, because they was making a run. He kicks it out for a three-point shot in the corner. And then Mekhi misses a dunk. He could have easily hung his head, but he went back, stopped the transition, got a back tip. Those plays like that from guys that, don't typically get to play a lot of minutes, for them to be able to do that is huge, and it's a testament to them as a team to be able to do that and not hang their heads.
You've got 2 weeks now until your next game, well, actually 13 days until the Furman exhibition. How do you keep the team sharp now that you've got 2 games done in back-to-back days? How do you keep them sharp in that interval?
You got to, I'm a big believer in 80% of this thing is mental, and we have to, give them some time away from basketball. They still got to run, get in the gym and shoot, but you got to give them some time away to get their legs back, get mentally prepared. And we'll just, practice, because we've been doing this for a long time now. You know what I mean? So since August of 28th or something like that, 24th. So with that being said, that's what we'll do. We'll step away, let them recharge their batteries. I think we all need it, and because we're 2-0, thank God, and that'll help.
His team is 2-0. The next time we'll see them here at Pioneer Arena will be 2 weeks from today when Dunk Mountain Lees McRae comes to town for a non-conference game. Tusculum 2-0, 88-77 today over Clayton State. Coach J.T. Burton, thanks a lot for joining us today as the kids run past us here.
I mean, that's Brandon Johnson, my assistant. Tell him, Brandon, get your kids out of the camera.
For more on today's game, visit TusculumPioneers.com.